26M25F How to deal with my wife who puts everything on me. So my wife and I have an 8-month-old baby. I work full-time and run my own construction company. I work well over 60+ hours a week, and that's lightly putting it. I am currently over a month of work with no days off. I work in new houses where the temperature gets well above 100 with no relief unless I take a break in the truck. I work my hands to the bone just so my wife can be a stay-at-home mom. Well, we argue 24/7 and I don't know how much I can take. She demands me to help with the house, and the second I walk through the door without even taking a shower she hands me our baby and says, "I need a break." Now this wouldn't bother me if when I am off and home alone with our child I didn't have to spend it cleaning and doing house chores, which my wife says is impossible with the baby because she always wants to be held. This isn't true when I'm home alone. If my child takes a nap I get the time to get up and clean. I've tried explaining to my wife that once I deep clean the house she could literally spend an hour a day to keep it clean all the time. She gets very upset about this, like raging mad. I'm getting tired. I don't want my child to live in 2 separate homes and grow up like that, but I'm at my breaking point. Like, I get the whole raising a kid is a full-time job, but I get home and it's immediately my job while she takes a break, which revolves around endless TikTok scrolling and TV. I've tried talking to her but she gets upset, and I mean really upset. IDK, if anyone has dealt with this and could give me a pointer or two? Neither of you are wrong. You're both fucking exhausted and need a break. You need solutions. You need a nanny or a house cleaner or a mother's helper. Some of the household responsibilities need to be delegated to other people. Your routine and the workload you have, along with how exhausting it is to have a baby, it's not sustainable, as you're clearly finding out. You both need and deserve help and support, and you're not able to give it to each other, so have someone else do it, for fuck's sake. Then everyone can have a break and be happier. I'm 7 months in as a first-time stay-at-home mom, and this is the most exhausting job I have ever worked in my life. I am never not tired and sore. There's never a break from the pressure of taking care of the baby. Not even when I sleep. Some days it can be really hard to cope. That said, she should not be dumping her workload on you without having the "I am overwhelmed and need help" discussion. You can always hire a babysitter, a cleaner, order food out some days, call a friend or family member to come stay and help for a few days, etc. I think a good starting point for you would be to find some childcare for an evening, take her out of the house, and talk about potential solutions. I'm currently over a month of work with no days off. Now this wouldn't bother me if when I am off and home alone with our child. You haven't been home for a day in over a month. Who gets up overnight with the baby? If it's her, then she's on 24-hour shifts, 8 months in. She gets a reprieve for the 4-6 hours you're at home and conscious, and then she might get 50 to 50? Yes, you need to help with the house, even though you have a job. She deserves a physical and mental break too. She doesn't need to have an infant on her hip 80% of the day and do 100% of the cooking and cleaning while it naps, so you can relax when you get home. You should have equal relaxation time when there's a less than a year-old infant to take care of. Info: did she want to be a stay-at-home mom? Does she still? What kind of work did she do before? Does she miss it? Have you two talked about her going back to work so you can cut back and you both maybe can be less stressed? It doesn't sound like she wants to be a stay-at-home mom or like she's happy. The scrolling and TV is escapism. It's a stress response. She's either depressed or resentful or both. You are for sure resentful and stressed. You'll need a break and a major adjustment to your life domains and priorities. I don't know what is wrong with some of the people here, but no two babies are the same. You really can't say, "Well, I did it, so you should be able to," because who knows what your baby is like versus theirs. My kid screamed continuously from day 1 until 3 months old, 12+ hours a day, with small 20-minute breaks when she got too exhausted crying. She had reflux, and never slept more than an hour at a go during the night. She only really stopped crying at 6 months, and by that time I literally was losing my mind. You people who are being all judgmental, try not sleeping for 6 months and then get back to me. Put the kid in daycare and tell her to get a job outside the home. With the additional income you can pay for childcare and someone to come in a couple of times a week to clean. Normal for partner, 26M, to ask me, 27F, to lose weight. 1 month in. I'm a confident person and believe the person that's with me should feel like they're lucky to be with me. I recently ended a pretty fresh relationship because of some things not aligning, but one being that they mentioned multiple times that they always envisioned being with someone thinner. Mind you, I've been going to the gym and am actually a pretty healthy eater, but weight loss is taking its time. It felt weird for someone to say this to me, but wanted to see others' opinions. Thoughts? I will say I'm having a hard time with the no contact with this person, but need to remind myself why I stopped it. Disrespectful comments like this are a good reminder. Right off the bat they're negging you? Nah. If they want a thinner person, then they should date a thinner person, not a person who doesn't meet their ideal and then keep mentioning that fact. Good on you for seeing that red flag and paying attention. Sounds like dude was using the dirtbag's guide to dating. He wanted you to feel lucky to be with him by trying to make you feel less than the fabulously dope individual you know you are. Just be cool. Something good's gonna come along directly. What an incredible asshole. Ew. If you stayed with them, you'd spend your whole life insecure and anxious about your weight. You wouldn't be able to enjoy pregnancy due to fear of gaining weight. You'd always wonder if he thinks you're beautiful. Stay gone, he sucks. EWWWWWWWWW no. Absolutely not. Straight to jail. No one has any right to comment on your weight ever. Am I in the wrong, M18, for telling my girlfriend, F18, to limit touching other men? So me and my girlfriend have been together for 6 months now and we've never really had any issues with each other. However, recently it started to annoy me that she is overly touchy with her male friends. By touching I mean placing her hands on their chest, scratching their palms, caressing them, rubbing their legs. This wouldn't even bother me that much if it was just occasionally, but she does this for like 30–40% of the total time we spend together with her male friends, so if we hang out for an hour, I would have to watch her touching them for 25 minutes. It also annoys me that she doesn't do it to me but only her male friends. So I asked her to please at least limit the touching because it makes me feel left out and unloved. She told me that I was being out of pocket and I shouldn't care that much. When I read the title, I thought you were talking about normal physical interactions like handshakes, high fives, maybe some normal hugs, but placing her hands on their chest? Scratching their palms? Rubbing their legs? 30–40% of the time she hangs around her male friends? And she does not do these things with you? Also, she asked you to stop talking to some of your female friends? What the hell? What are you doing to yourself, man? Why are you still with her? Wake up. Placing her hands on their chest, scratching their palms, caressing them, rubbing their legs. She does this for like 30–40% of the total time we spend together with her male friends. It also annoys me that she doesn't do it to me but only her male friends. Man. Have some self-respect and leave. You deserve way better than this. IDK why others in the comments are being all weird. At least for me, respectfully, I would not be okay with this in any regard. Like how you described would be a hill to die on for me. I wouldn't want to see my girlfriend getting all handsy with other guys. It doesn't matter if they are just friends, there is an etiquette to be followed and some things you just can't do anymore when you get into relationships. Anyways, no, you're not in the wrong at all and I hope you get your situation figured out. She likes the attention, that's why she's doing that. Smart move is to leave her. Your feelings are your feelings and totally valid. If she needs it so much and can't change it, then you both might not be compatible. Plus I forgot to add, but from her response it seems she isn't really taking your needs and concerns seriously or respecting what you have to say, which could be an ongoing issue. You are both young and just remember, every girl doesn't need to be the one. I got stuck in relationships longer than I should have been and dealt with much frustration trying to make stuff work and gaslighting myself into seeing the good. Not saying that's you at all, just saying you have every right to be happy and enjoy life to the fullest. Keep your head up, always rock. My 31 female, birthday tomorrow. My 37 male husband has ripped up all my cards. Should I divorce him? Hi, so I know I should but need to write this somewhere and get opinions. So last night my eldest daughter got into a verbal argument with my husband, nothing serious, just teenage backchat. He reacted quite over the top, started shouting, getting wound up. I said, oh, she's just a teenager, calm down kind of thing. He didn't like that and he turned to me and said, well, I've had other women before with kids and they were normal, and the women didn't go on like you do. I obviously didn't like that and told him to F off.
He then said to me, had you turned up without your makeup on to our first date, I would have known you were ugly and that he never wanted to end up with someone like me.
I went to bed alone, woke up this morning and my birthday cards and our upcoming anniversary cards were unwritten, all ripped up by the kettle, so he knew I was going to see them.
Not gonna lie, I'm quite upset.
I know I need to leave now, just writing here for support, really, face holding back tears. I am feeling a bit low, we've been together 10 years, married for 3. Should I divorce him? Short answer, yes. Slightly longer answer, hell fucking yes you should. I'd be less upset at the fact he tore up cards, and more upset about the fact he told you your child isn't normal, call you ugly, and said he never wanted to end up with someone like you. When people show you who they are, believe them. He showed you exactly who he is. Drop the dead weight.
It's better to figure it out alone than to have to carry someone else's baggage while leaving yours behind.
You'll be okay, op. Plan an exit, secure your funds and look after your kid. He can enjoy trying the dating pool now he's pushing 40. You're only in your early 30s, you've got time.
So does he always treat you like shit when he's upset? This is horrible.
Is this what you pictured for you and your kid? You both need to get away from him. He's made it pretty clear that he doesn't care for you, so staying shouldn't even be an option. If he said it to hurt you, he still said it. Pack his bags, throw him out. He is clearly not mentally fit to be a husband or a father.
Thank you, everyone. I will leave him. I've told him to move out today. I just needed to tell someone as I've been dealing with this for a while on my own now. It's been 10 years, so I feel scared, but can only get better now. I have a child with him as well, so I will have to deal with him regarding her.
I was obviously upset and angry with him calling my child not normal, me ugly, bringing up past women. I think I'm just low on myself, ATM.